Detectives pieced together the chilling chain of events and the bits of evidence left behind. They uncovered a dark web of betrayal and greed. Around 8 p.m. on June 24, 2018, Baltimore County PD were dispatched to a house on Roseland Avenue, where a man named Robert Testament reported finding his mother dead on the kitchen floor. Her son lived a few blocks away from his mother, but when she didn't respond to his texts and calls, he went over and made the worst discovery of his life. The victim in this unfortunate incident was 62-year-old Cindy Berinda Testerman. She was a beloved local in her community and known for her kind and approachable nature. She kept close contact with her son, who lived just a few blocks nearby. When the police canvassed the neighborhood, they got an earful on just how valuable Cindy was to all, especially her next-door neighbors. Their small community was absolutely heartbroken by this loss. Now, from the crime scene photos, we can see that the whole house was turned upside down. It's as if the attacker went digging for personal belongings, credit cards, any spare cash in the house, which makes us believe that this was an attempted burglary. But based on how the victim died, you can tell that it was personal. The first person of interest is obviously the son. However, his alibi sticks, and his cooperation showed that he was ready to go above and beyond in finding this cold-blooded killer.
Looking at the home security system, so if we go back to yesterday, so Friday, I can see her coming home. That's my mom. So I can see her coming home. And then Saturday, this gentleman comes up in the morning. It looks like maybe she talks to him because that has microphones, and then he leaves.
Has no idea who he is, but judging by the footage, this is someone who knew Cindy quite well, based on them chatting and smiling. So the question now is, who is this man? We know that Cindy's car is also missing from the scene, which was this maroon car here. But after the police issued a stake and notify, they get an alert that this car was found in the city on the east side. Now, of course, it was reported stolen by that time, so they had no choice but to stop the car and ID the driver, which could be our guy. This neighbor was 66-year-old Judy Slebzak, who was reported missing. It was somewhat coincidental, but still a long shot that this missing person case of Judy Slebzak could somehow be linked to the murder case of Cindy Testerman. Turns out, it was. As soon as the word got out that Cindy was murdered, her neighbor, Linda, was the first to make this eerie connection. She knew Cindy and Judy personally, so she had some details about the two, which gave the detective. They also found that Judy's credit cards were stolen. There was a bit of a mess in some rooms, the same kind that we saw in Cindy's house. After they could not locate McGuire, they noticed that both the cases had stolen credit cards, which means if he's a dumb criminal, he's going to be out there using that card. This was the detective's biggest lead so far. After running the transaction records, they found that the card was actually still being used. They found video evidence of one of the stores where the card was used, and identified McGuire making the purchase. There was a point when he went through a drive-through ATM driving Judy's black car, and on the passenger side, we can see his girlfriend.
I just want a cigarette. You give me a cigarette right now, I'll tell you everything y'all need to know. Okay. And I can make a phone call with my girlfriend. Yeah, let me see what I can do. You got a preference? I don't know that I don't give a fuck about anything. Really? Yeah. A cigarette? Yeah. All right, man.
From the get-go, he knew that there's no way out. So all he needs is a cigarette to loosen up, after which he claims to tell the detective anything that he needs to know. By the way, if you're finding the video interesting, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really supports the channel. Now, let's dive back in.
Of course we're empty, but I got my fucking work on. You should have the cigarettes soon. MCGUIRE, right? Yeah. Ryan, Michael. Yeah. So, what's been going on with you? What can you tell me? Well, you said you tell me everything, right? What's this one? What's this for? We've got your 3 warrants, right? Huh? You said you got 3 warrants?
I got a couple ones about BOP and FTA.
Okay. What was all that about?
I'm drugged. And like,
you use drugs?
Yeah.
Are you under the influence of anything right now?
No. Okay. I ain't had nothing today.
Okay. Well.
Here for what? Across the street?
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna beat around the bush with you. That's what it is, okay? Let me get you a cigarette.
Man, I'll tell you where Judy's and everything is at, so you can charge me with that one too. So
all right, bro. I appreciate
it.
That was absolutely crazy. With no shame and clearly no regret, he just blurted out that he killed his own stepmother. Within the first 3 minutes, he has solved the unsolved missing person case and exposed himself. At this point, the detective has to give him a cigarette because he realized there's no need for any interrogation tactic or strategy here. Just a dose of nicotine is going to be enough for him to unveil his shocking crime. Or should I say, crimes.
You see the plug over here?
It's right here. Yeah, get it.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Don't let her back when you're done. I'll get in trouble.
Alright. So where do you want first?
I can start from the beginning.
Y'all not gonna find Judy without me telling you where she's at.
Where's she at?
She's still in her house.
Okay.
Y'all think you're not sure where she's at. Alright. She was getting high, so she asked me to shoot up. I shot up and she was eating. So I had a warrant. I wasn't gonna call the police. So I told everybody she was in rehab.
Okay. Where in the house was that? I was in the house.
Whose house? Whose house were you in?
Judy's. I was in both houses.
Why y'all going to Judy's house? They said I was over there?
Yeah.
Who, your neighbors?
I seen there's a video.
Oh, yeah. What? Video me, like, going in and out?
Yeah.
Because the neighbors next door got video cameras.
The other lady house had a camera too. It's her bunking on there. So that's why I went in the house. Where's Judy in the house?
Y'all basically did stop.
Not yet.
It stinks. I've just been putting a lot of perfume shit in there.
Okay.
It's upstairs in the bedroom.
Is that right? Okay.
She's not little. The keys for a car. You gave to the box when she's there.
Okay. What is it, like a hidden apartment type thing?
It's the house and then the bed. With that big towel was on.
Okay.
Upstairs in the bedroom. The one with the air conditioning on. The room where it was cold at.
Okay, I'm not sure. I'll take a look. How long ago was that? Do you remember?
It's like a month maybe.
Okay. Alright. What happened across the street?
She asked me a question.
About what?
Judy.
Okay. Did she realize something was going on there?
I guess.
Well, what were you doing over her house?
What that?
So you know who that is?
Yeah, Cindy.
Cindy. Yeah. So she called you? You sent the phone number or whatever?
Yeah, she called me from Judy's house.
Okay. And you said you went over and talked to her?
Yeah, she wants to leave with her.
Okay. And then how did that go?
That's not too good.
Oh, I mean, I get that. I mean, how did it kind of happen?
I just don't remember.
Because she was asking too much.
And the sister was ready to call the cops.
Oh, yeah. And you want that. Alright, so how did it happen?
Why not?
Sure, turn those down there. Alright. Where?
2 times. I think it's 2 or 3. 2.
Okay.
I think 2.
2 times?
I don't know.
Maybe 3.
I think it has 2 or 3.
Okay. I mean, it was in the kitchen there where.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know if she died right away? Did she say anything? Did she see it coming? No. But I ain't gonna get it over with. I'm not gonna pry, just trying to understand a little bit. I mean, I know it ain't easy to talk about it, but she's in the kitchen with you guys are smoking.
No, we smoked, then we went in the back. Okay. She showed me something, then I started choking her, then I stabbed her from home. And it's the kitchen. That blood, when there was blood on the counter, right? That's what I stabbed her at. That's why I choked her at. Okay. And I had a chokehold and I stabbed her, and she fell to the ground. I think I stabbed her in the neck or something.
And where was the knife from?
You don't get the one knife.
Okay.
But there ain't no, I cleaned the one off.
Yeah. Where's the one you're talking about? I'll be able to get.
It should be in the hotel. It should be hooked on the one of my pants.
Okay. And then the one you said you cleaned off.
No, the one's cleaned off one there. The other one's gone.
Where did that one go?
I threw it away somewhere.
You don't remember where?
Somewhere in the city.
Okay. What would you take out of the house?
A gun. I threw it seven.
Okay. You remember where that was?
So all I took was some jewelry, some charge cards, my phone.
What did you do with all that stuff?
Charge card, everything's on the cards are probably in the room. But I used them all, so
At the hotel.
I used them at stores. Bought shit.
Yeah, I'm talking about the stuff that's still in the hotel room.
Right. Like what kind of stuff? Like
You said jewelry.
whatever's left by I ain't really recognize.
Okay. Where'd the phone go? Threw away. Do you remember where?
No, I'm just saying I got this video thing. Okay. She had like thing up on that shit with her phone too.
I got you.
And I was one there.
For the home camera.
But there was more camera in there. I know there was more camera in there. It recorded everything?
No, not everything.
It recorded what?
You got the important stuff.
So that little box in the kitchen?
Yeah.
That little white box in the wall? Recorded?
What about the gun?
What, 3 days up?
You
I
said
still
you sold
got it.
Remember where?
Yeah, the nucleus.
Don't use anyone in particular?
Yeah, these I can deal with. I sold like 4 or 5 guns so far.
Okay.
I tell y'all, I know y'all got me, they got me for burglaries and all types of shit. Yeah, y'all have OP cases. I did all of them.
Okay.
The one dude, Mike, that black dude at the trailer park, I got a couple guns for me. I sold him. I'm going to get him next. He said, y'all lucky you got me. I was using next one when I die. I'm going to kill that bitch.
Mike,
the black dude.
Okay.
Trailer park.
Alright.
In the liquor store, y'all still haven't, y'all said it was a black dude around that one. Like, the liquor store too.
Which liquor store?
Reeds.
Okay. On Factory there?
No.
What do you call it?
On Philadelphia Road.
Okay.
All the way around that trailer park. All the project around that trailer park?
Yeah.
All the burglaries, all the shit.
Alright.
He has now confessed to killing both Cindy and Judy, and revealed where Judy's body was hidden, something that wasn't found in the search warrant on Judy's home. The chilling part here is that he killed Judy because he claimed that she was an addict and he wanted to get access to her stuff, primarily the money. So he killed her months ago. And when Cindy started asking questions, he decided to kill her too. This was the heinous reason that he did what he did. And at this point, he doesn't even care.
Saturday night, I parked the car around the corner and I walked to Judy's house.
Alright. How about your clothes?
What?
The clothes you were wearing?
I ain't got no blood on me at all.
No? Okay. Did you take that stuff with you to the motel?
I had a pair of shoes, I threw them away.
Where was that?
I don't even know.
When do you think you did that?
Matter of fact, I threw the shoes away in the trash can at the hotel.
Okay. Do you remember when?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. Around what time?
I don't even remember.
Was it in the morning?
It's late time.
Late time? Okay. What they look like?
They're gray.
Mm-hmm. Nikes?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you have to throw them away for?
I had blood on them.
Like on the top or the bottom?
The tops and the bottom.
Okay.
The detectives went back to the trash chute to find this pair of shoes which belonged to McGuire. You can see the blood marks on them, which was a confirmed match for Cindy's blood. There was also an exact match of the footprints that were recovered from Cindy's house. All of this happened over his addiction, which led to greed and eventually led to betrayal. In December of 2019, Ryan McGuire pled guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder for the murder of his stepmother and her neighbor, and he was sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms. In the end, McGuire was just looking for financial independence to sustain his addiction, and he was able to kill anyone who got in his way. And if you think this case was horrific, you need to check out my video on the evil daughter who had no idea that she was being recorded.